Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Katie.
Seeing the Jolly Roger or pirate flag wasn't actually too bad of a thing. You should only get worried when you saw the red flag.
That is very true. I actually knew that one. That's
Yay.
kind of surprising.
Good job.
Thanks. Thank you. You want to keep going?
Sure. I'm Cameron. Oh, other things. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner to tell us your favorite pirate facts. It is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. As you can tell, we're using excellent pirate accents this evening. Just make sure you flip that pirate filter on your YouTube channel.
So which pirate are you accenting right now?
No beard.
Okay.
Aww.
You've been
good.
waiting for that
Yeah,
one, didn't you?
I had that one ready.
You thought of
Thank
that
you.
one.
Thanks, that one. It was good. Hashtag Geeks Corner. Talk to us tonight. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about, and we want to carry on the conversation with you. Hashtag Geeks Corner on the Twitter.
And make sure after this episode you go over to DAPs Magic and subscribe to the website. And I'm saying that now because we have an article in the works because Pirates of the Caribbean is coming out on Blu-ray Digital HD, the new one, and Dead Men Tell No Tales. And Caitlin went up to Santa Monica, I think it was today.
Yeah.
Santa Monica today, and she saw the Black Pearl, and she saw some of the cast and got to do some fun things. And I think they even had a what do they call it? Where you have to obstacle course that they got to go through, and I just think that's going to be great. She gave me 30 minutes of video. So once we have that put together and the article together, you can go hear about our International Talk Like a Pirate Day, or watch it just for the sheer craziness. It'll be great. What else is going on? Halloween time.
Spooky.
Halloween time came to the Disneyland Resort this last Friday, and it's continuing on through October 31st. What a shocker, everybody.
That it would go that long? I know, right?
Right? So we've got parties, we've got characters in costumes, we've got new decorations, there's new food. We've got it all on DAPs Magic, of course. But we went and spent some time in the parks over the last weekend to see a lot of this stuff. Let's start with Disneyland first. They've got the big jack-o'-lanterns as they always do at the entrance and then also at the end of Town Square. Let's talk about the characters in Town Square. Which is your favorite character in costume and why in Town Square? I'm listening.
There's other options for this, but as far as Town Square favorite, it's Donald the pumpkin costume.
Dang it, you...
It's so good. It's so good. The pumpkin costume is the best.
It is.
It's so good.
Why?
It's like Donald's the cuteness factor comes from his wiggliness and
You know what I'd really like to see that just reminded me of?
Wiggly pumpkin?
wiggly pumpkin.
Donald in a pumpkin outfit and Cameron in a pumpkin outfit.
Yeah.
Well, one of us is going
Wouldn't
to have to change.
Wouldn't that be a great video or a
Yes.
picture?
That would actually be very funny.
It would be hilarious. Anyway, continue on. Sorry.
But yeah, it's just that he's wiggly, and then you put more wiggly
Wiggles.
pumpkin stuff on it, and it's adorable. It's great.
It's true.
Okay. Who do you pick?
I picked Donald.
Second for
Why?
Donald.
He's just so cute, and he has little pumpkin on his head, little pumpkin on his body, little pumpkin.
Is that what? Okay.
That's what cute things sound like. Don't you know?
I'm so confused right now, but
I'm
that's
confused too,
okay.
buddy.
So
I lost it.
What's
There's
your
also-
favorite?
I like Donald. I mean,
Yeah,
Three for Donald.
three for Donald.
Yeah.
None
Like
for Goofy.
Mickey and Minnie are cute, but they're not necessarily anything surprising or unique. And Goofy's cool.
Yeah.
I saw on Friday, I saw Goofy in his skeleton costume, and then there's this little toddler that was probably like 2 in a skeleton costume, and that was pretty darn adorable. So for the cute award, that little moment won, I think.
If I saw that, I would probably win.
Your
Chip
head would
and Dale
explode.
were hilarious on Friday because they were picking random people to dance with in front of the Straw Hatters, and that was fun.
Are they wearing the cop and robber, or what are they wearing?
I think they're both cops.
They're both cops.
Both
Yeah,
cops. Great.
and then Cruella came as herself. I was a little confused by that.
Well, she's very
and
scary.
Every day is a day for dressing up, Don.
then I saw Jafar. He decided to not come in costume also. He just showed up, and same with the Queen of Hearts. She showed up as herself as well. So I think there's a level of self-worth that they bring to the party. That they feel like they're above the costumes, perhaps. But I really just wanted to see what Jafar would show up to a Halloween party as.
Oh.
Like, that's the question, actually, for you on the interwebs.
Hashtag Geeks Corner, tell us.
What do you think? We can do Queen of Hearts too.
Yes.
Jafar, Queen of Hearts, and Cruella. Who should they be for Halloween?
She should dress up as a Dalmatian. I know where she can get some great fabric.
Yikes.
Are you related?
To Miss DeVille? If only.
Okay.
That's actually, we never solved it here on Geeks Corner, but the D in Cameron D. Jackson is DeVille
Jackson.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It all makes sense.
That was like a
It makes
6-month
sense now.
callback.
We've got on the Twitter,
That's
it
a
says,
deep
my
Geeks
favorite
Corner cut.
Halloween outfit in town square would be Donald. He looks so cute next to the big pumpkin.
I didn't even think about him
does.
by the pumpkin.
But
Pumpkin and a
that's
pumpkin, it's
actually
like
probably why
a...
he had to do it, because Mickey Mouse isn't number one. It's Donald Duck.
But they can't actually touch, because if they touch, the world implodes.
Right, yeah.
It's like a time.
It's like crossing the streams
pumpkin.
in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You can't cross the
Is
streams.
Mickey
'cause-
Pumpkin like the source of all time and space?
Yeah. And actually, if you go inside it, you can go anywhere.
See, it was my understanding that if you put the torch inside of it and say the spell, which is Benti Ma, Benti Kafir, Benti Kane, Cleated, Noith, Noth, Bid, it saves Halloween.
The pumpkin is a TARDIS?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go with that.
Yes. That's
1000%.
exactly
Your
it.
answer was better.
So we also have the return of... what do we see? I'd love to see Jafar mix things up and go as Goofy. There you go.
That would be funny, actually. I like that. That's good.
I actually would like to see him go as... I totally just spaced his name. The wizard from Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz.
Oz the Great and Powerful?
No, wizard from King Arthur.
Merlin.
I'd like to see him as Merlin in the Hawaiian outfit and shorts at the
Yes,
end of the
yes.
movie where he comes flying back in, because I feel like his beard would be conducive to that, even though it's not the right beard. It would be
Yeah.
really funny.
Still a beard.
Because can you imagine him just come flying in from Bermuda?
That's terrifying, but yes.
It'd be hilarious. Yeah.
It's terrible.
I want to see Jafar. I mean,
As long as he stays Jafar
walking
away from
around Fantasyland. It'd be great.
Just like in his normal outfit, just walking around? Or?
No, as Merlin at the end of the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Going up to the sword.
Sword to stone. Yeah, that's
as
it.
Malibu Merlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Hashtag Malibu Merlin. Somebody get a claim on that right now.
William Fonda says, just don't put Donald in Cinderella's carriage when he's in the pumpkin costume. That
Right.
could cause issues.
It's true.
That's true. That's very true.
Roger Rabbit would like to see Jafar as Maleficent. Also a very good choice.
That would be awesome.
I actually
Good choice.
think they're related.
Is this one of those crazy Disney conspiracy theories?
It is. Go find it on the internet.
Go internet.
Go. And if it's not there, make it up.
Now it is. Now it's on the
Exactly.
internet.
So let's go over to New Orleans Square. There we go. We have a cosplayer from the D23 Expo that Bailey just showed us on the Twitter.
Of what?
Of Merlin.
Okay.
Good.
I was like, of
Malibu
what?
Merlin
Oh,
specifically,
yeah.
right?
I think there's a meme too, Tyler, whenever you're ready. But Haunted Mansion Holiday has returned this year. Oogie Boogie's bigger and better than ever because he's taken over the gingerbread house explosion of delicious smells, which they still haven't put gingerbread at the end of the attraction to buy, because I would lose
Miss
so
Stats has
much
been
money.
pitching this marketing for years now of just
Coming close,
gingerbread at the
I
end.
feel like
He's-
we're reaching close to a decade on this now.
No, but it's gonna be like, do you want to buy a sundial? But it's gonna be Mr. Depp's at the end of the ride, like, do you want to buy some gingerbread?
No, I want
then
to
it's gonna
buy
get kicked
gingerbread.
out.
This is me wanting to buy gingerbread at the end of this, because you go on it and it smells amazing, and the real stuff doesn't even smell that good.
But would it just be Nightmare Before Christmas gingerbread characters? What would you do?
Whatever you want. I just want gingerbread.
It'd be cute if they were themed to like the house.
Yeah, you could do that.
That'd be fun.
That would work very
Yep.
well. People
So-
would. I feel like that could become, if they put it right there with the smell, it could become the #1 gingerbread sales in the resort.
It's true. Even if
I
they
will
put
go out that far in a line.
gingerbread back in Critter Country, like.
Too far away. I want it the
I-
moment I get off the ride.
Listen, I understand that, but I'm saying also.
One of these days, we're gonna have to like do a special like Mr. Daps gets off on a Mansion Holiday, and we're just waiting with a plethora
Here's
of gingerbread.
It's
Yeah.
his birthday. He's like, it's June.
But that's not-
How did you
That's-
get Holiday back on here?
And how did Haunted Mansion Holiday return for June? That's
Exactly.
not good. All right, let's look at this meme.
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 Yes.
Meme.
Maybe, if we're
Meme.
ready. Whenever someone mentions Han Solo, Katie slowly melts into the chair.
That is correct.
That's
100%,
absolutely
yeah.
accurate. Every time. So watch this. The meme will go away, and I'll say Han Solo, and she just melts into the chair every time.
Good,
Great.
Very good.
So Haunted Mansion Holidays back. What'd you guys think of the new gingerbread house?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Did you guys look at the picture?
No, I don't want to spoil it.
No, that's exactly it. We want to write it and see it.
What did you think of the gingerbread house interwebs that's watched all our videos on dapsmagic.com, I hope, and let us know what you think of it. I liked it. I like it every year, but
yeah.
Well, I still have to get me some of that good gingerbread smell. Did you find
Miss Bailey C did accurately remember that as long as Geeks Corner has been going on, Mr. Daps has wanted gingerbread to be at the end of Haunted Mansion Holiday. I think from year one too, if I remember correctly.
Did you find the bride monkey yet?
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
There's in the room where the bride is normally in the attic. Yes.
Yeah.
They hide a small.
They didn't hide him very well.
Bride. Well, it's in a different place every year. And
Oh,
you gotta go find it.
I didn't know he was supposed to be hidden. I'm like, oh,
Hidden.
there's the bride.
It's a different
Okay.
place every year.
Okay. I didn't think he was hidden that well. I'm not going to tell you where it is because then you won't go look for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. So you guys haven't seen that.
No.
Ghost Galaxy is returned.
We did see that.
What did you think of Ghost Galaxy?
So spooky.
Who
I
cried?
love Dolores.
I
Out of
didn't
joy, maybe.
cry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We did start a chant when we were writing it,
Mm-hmm.
where it was we got all our seatbelts checked and we started going up the lift, and we all went, "Ghosts in space, ghosts in space," and then our last one we went, "Ghosts in space."
Glad we didn't record that one, huh?
It was very fun.
So this was a Muppets reference,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, the Ghost Galaxy is a good standard Halloween thing. I love it. Dolores is the name of the galaxy that is also a ghost. We love seeing Dolores.
And it's fun to watch the outside too.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, the little animation-y things on the outside.
The very funny part was that we went on it at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I had forgotten that we were going on Ghost Galaxy because I got so caught up in waiting that I was like, yes, we're waiting for Space Mountain. And then we got in and I was like, oh, wait! Because none of the spooky stuff happens outside in the middle of the day because ghosts can't go outside in the daytime
That's
because
true.
they
Disappear.
Science. Yep.
It's a fact.
Ghost science.
Yeah, ghost,
Yeah.
ghost science.
We know because on Geeks Corner we went ghost hunting once.
And we're
The
ghosts.
research has been done.
Our old studio was haunted. We don't know about this one.
Oh, it's haunted.
Yeah.
It is
With all the
Okay.
jokes of Cameron that
Has
died.
to be.
Just hovering like stink of old dinner. Just
All the
Yeah.
haunts of dead jokes past.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
yes.
Okay.
Here lies Cameron's dead jokes.
they have a new
Um,
life.
I don't know if that is ever going to happen. Let's go to Disney California Adventure.
Yeah, let's
Oogie
go.
Boogie's taken over there as well. There's a whole new entrance. It's kind of big.
That's not a statement.
Well, I was like, I don't know how to describe it. It's the moon, it's Oogie Boogie, and a bunch of bats, and
Yeah.
and it's very it's big. Like it's kind of amazing. It completely changes the feel of the park as you're walking in. They've got purple banners everywhere, and at night everything turns purple. And there's the Headless Horseman. Let's talk about the Headless Horseman. What do you think of Headless Horseman that does stuff?
It didn't strike me as much in the day. I'll say that when we went in, I wasn't. But at night, fantastic. Like I love the lighting effects on it and everything. It was great. Very, very good.
Katie?
I liked it. I like that they are doing things for Halloween, and I like to see that space utilized. So,
Okay.
yes.
What'd you think of the lighting ceremony on Buena Vista Street? What did you think, Roger? Wow.
No, I'm watching Katie's
Oh, okay.
reaction. I haven't seen it.
I just look up and I hear Roger go. I'm like, oh, okay.
I like. Okay. I like all of the lights on Buena Vista Street. I think the lighting ceremony is incredibly
Short.
That's an understatement.
underwhelming. It's about 15 seconds, and the music changes, and there's Oogie Boogie laughing, and you feel like there should be more, and you
But
stand
the
there.
horse is blowing
You
smoke.
stand there with your camera for 3 minutes, and you feel like there should be more, and there's not.
It's cool. I
is.
think perhaps there was a little bit too much hype around
It's not much
that
of a
specific
ceremony.
thing. Well, and I thought to be like bats flying or like the way it and
what
I
they
could have
said.
just used my imagination too much, but I thought like bats would fly somewhere, and I haven't seen any
Or
bats
projection.
actually.
Or...
They might.
Flying.
I think they're referencing the Carthay bell tower ones.
I know it made it sound like those would be there, and then when the lighting or something happened, you'd have animations or project. And I think this is actually the unintended consequence of a show like Disneyland Forever, where we've gotten so accustomed to really awesome projection technology and the magic that comes with that, and that I think there was probably an expectation of like, oh, well, Oogie Boogie's really going to run up and down.
That
side
would
of-
be terrifying. Oh, no. I love Hoogie, but I would flee in terror. But, first of all, he's like, what, 8 feet tall?
But
I would
you
run.
could do that through projection technology. And
No.
it'd be amazing. I would be all
Okay.
for that. I think it'd be cool. But I think it's actually one of the prettiest overlays we've seen, surprisingly
Yeah, once
enough.
it's up, it's gorgeous.
And the
Jenny
music's
almost
really
cried.
cool. It's very intense. I think if you have kids that have nightmares at night, I wouldn't take them there.
No.
It's very intense, and it's not. It's different than I've seen in a domestic Disney park.
It's not Hong
it
Kong,
almost
but-
it's moving the direction of Paris or Hong Kong in its intensity.
I will say, Oogie scared me a little bit when I was walking out with my wife towards the end of the night.
When he talks.
Yeah, we didn't know, and he said "boo" like
Yeah.
another side, and I jumped a little bit. I was like, "Oh, that was an unexpected, intense reaction." For yeah, that was.
Yeah, there's a few little exciting moments, and I actually think overall they did a fantastic job. I just think it's not necessarily a full-on lighting ceremony or a lighting moment. It really is just lights, and it was almost too early before it was dark anyway. Like it just didn't have the same.
Also, the music. Why is his name slipping me? Writes everything for Tim Burton.
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman. They got all of his stuff, right?
Oh yeah, and that was. I
Yeah.
actually think that's great.
Yeah, there's some stuff that I'm like.
So I would actually say
interesting.
98% of it's absolutely fantastic,
Oh, yeah.
and it's cool to see. Let's move right along. Cars Land. They did the Halloween
Yes.
celebration. I'm still having a hard time typing that in our articles, but you would have done the same
I would have
thing
done
if you were in that role.
absolutely the same thing.
We all would have. I actually think this is the win of Halloween time resort wide.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel a need to go to a Halloween party because of Halloween.
Yes.
It's
Don't tell
absolutely
Disney that.
well, they've already sold out pretty much, so
That's true.
it won't matter. But they've got literally from the moment you're walking up all the way through, there's something going on with the overlay, and it's absolutely fantastic. Even better at night. Like during the day, it's fun,
Yeah.
and it's cute, and you get to see the cars in their costumes. Which one's your favorite, by the way?
The only one I haven't seen in person, actually. Red.
Red.
Red is awesome. I've seen
Red's
pictures.
really good.
Red almost doesn't look like red.
No.
Like,
Look, the face makeup around the mouth is the best. Like I'm just like that's.
so you liked
very
Red the
good.
best?
I think I liked Cruz.
Pirate Cruise?
Yeah, she's so cute.
Anybody Vampire Mater?
No.
Really? I liked Vampire Mater. Did
Like,
somebody
I liked
sneeze?
it.
But we can all agree Lightning lost the costume contest. Can we?
Lightning's
he's-
lightning with a cape.
He's himself. His superhero logo says Lightning McQueen. He's like, I'm a superhero. No, you're not. You're not a superhero. You're a car.
He's a superhero in his heart.
He's a car.
Do cars have hearts?
I don't know. I
In his
thought of
engine.
that as soon as I thought of it, but that's okay.
Is the engine the heart or the brain of the car? Discuss.
So right around dusk, they have a play off of the lighting ceremony that happens the rest of the year. I actually like some of the effects that they did for that a lot. I think it's short also. It's really interesting because these lighting times have gotten really short for this for the Halloween time. But there's some really cool effects with that, and most importantly, it just looks awesome.
Yep.
Like I hope they do lighting effects like this for Christmas too, because I think it just elevated their holiday
Yeah,
decorations to a whole new
Although if
level.
they call it Happy Holidays, I'm gonna riot.
they're gonna do it.
That's,
You just spoke it into an existence that
Disney
might
don't
not have
want our
happened
show.
otherwise. Go hop in the pumpkin on Main Street and go back in time and fix
gotta
this.
fix this.
Fix it.
That would be quite the Doctor Who episode, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I want to see that.
Oh man. Yes, I love when they play against tropes, which is something they very clearly did with this lighting ceremony. They start with the normal expectation and switch it. I love that. It's not something completely new. They kind of pull the rug out from under you a bit, which was great.
What I did really like about the Cars Land lighting ceremony is they put a little bit more story into Cars Land, where he's like, Mater, you shouldn't have built this whole thing on a graveyard. You shouldn't have messed with it. Like, I thought that was really fun. Like, I like that it had that little Halloween, and it starts with life could be a dream, and then they cut it and they make it spooky.
Spoiler alert.
Also implies that they bury cars, which is terrifying in and of itself.
Yeah, they did take some dark turns on.
Oh, yeah.
on
Dark
lots
turns.
of these.
They're cars. Ah!
Going back to Carthay, Mal said
Switching gears.
they should do a projection show for Buena Vista Street and Carthay Circle Theater mapping Mr. Daps. And yeah, that'd be a great idea. I just think if you could do all of those things are conducive to projection mapping. And so you could do some really cool things in Buena Vista Street for both Halloween and then also Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, I think
that would be
fantastic.
amazing for Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Moving on to Downtown Disney, we watched on Sunday night The Scarolers. Let me see if I can get their line, because Christmas is for
Carolers.
and
So at Halloween time, they're
Scarolers.
they had
That's the
wait.
line.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna let it die there.
Die.
Never.
Because ghosts.
See what I did there? You got 6 weeks till Halloween, everybody, and it's
they're
not
gonna come
going
on
anywhere.
strong.
Yeah, it's not gonna get better.
But they've got a really great repertoire of music, and so we captured 2 of their sets on Sunday night, and we've got them all uploaded now as of this evening. And you saw one of them. You saw both. What was your favorite tune that they sang?
Oh, dude. I like the villains medley, which I've heard.
That was
I've
fun.
heard them
There's
do
2
before.
villains
Yes.
medleys actually.
The one I heard was great. It included Scar's song "Be Prepared," which is one of my favorite villain songs of all time, and they did a great job.
Is that like your life motto?
Be prepared. That's the Boy Scouts and Scar. Didn't know Scar was Boy Scout, did you?
Now you know where they came from.
That I just like. They have a great sound together. I mean, my rule when listening to anything a cappella is if the bass is really good, I'm going to enjoy it, and they had a great bass. So yeah, it was a good show.
Easily, I put a spell on you.
Did
from
Mama
Hocus
sing tenor?
Pocus. So good. That was
From
really,
both the sets we watched, that was your favorite?
yeah, probably. I mean, the second set is very fun overall, but I really loved.
They had fun. There was good choreography with that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jenny, what was your favorite?
My favorite is Thriller.
We can't hear you there.
Sorry.
She said her favorite was Thriller. Like, yeah. Okay. And then we've got Love Walt Disney says car engine equals Carhartt, going back to our Cars Land conversation. And Bailey says Cars Land is just full of, or Cars Land overlay is just full of puns. Let's be honest.
It's true.
It's absolutely.
There's many hidden puns everywhere.
They're not so hidden, but
Well,
yes.
I mean,
They kind of just slap you in the face a bit.
it's true.
They're trying to rev you up.
There you go. Good.
No,
Good.
no,
Good.
no.
Good.
There's a new Coco trailer that
Be
came out this
ashamed.
last week as well, and that kind of goes in line with another thing that's happening at Disney California Adventure, which is a celebration of Coco, a musical storytelling of the movie that's part of Plaza de Familia. And I actually really enjoyed both the trailer and the celebration of Coco. They did 3 songs that I think are appearing in the movie when it comes out in November, around Thanksgiving time. Let's start with the show, and then we'll go to the trailer. What'd you think of the show,
It's great.
or the storytelling experience?
I love it. My favorite thing is it is a very well done representation of culture.
Yes.
Which is something we need. It's just something that Disney needs more of. And I think it's done incredibly well. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. I think Sam Eagle didn't run this one.
Yeah, just a bit. I loved the use of. Are they puppets? Is that the way to describe it?
Are they marionettes? Are they
They're marionettes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're amazing. They're one of my favorite things to watch, and the marionette handlers, I guess, did a fantastic job.
They
yes.
came to life. It was really
it was
good.
so good. That was easily the most impressive part of the show to me.
did it make you want to see? Honestly, that made me want to see the movie more than the trailer did. Like, because I heard the 3 songs, I was like, I actually really like these songs.
Yeah.
And there was more context to the depth of what we're going to see in the movie, which we already know this is going to be a bit of a deeper movie, and I think that's a good thing. It seems like. But what'd you think of the trailer?
It was good. One thing I did notice, and
see, that's to me always a dangerous answer when I ask somebody what they think of the trailer, and they say it's good. Like that, if I were the one that was doing marketing for a movie like this, I would almost say that's the worst answer I could get.
Well, see, I feel here's how I'm going to enjoy this movie.
Yes,
this is going to be one of those movies that I have to sit on and watch again because it's going to have a lot of depth to it.
I agree.
I don't think it's going to be one of those movies that jumps to the forefront of absolute favorite of all time, but I think if we're in a conversation getting into a deep rabbit hole of Disney depth, this will be one that comes up.
Okay.
I gotta say.
I don't know the music. I'm wondering if it might goes up in that top tier. Bless you.
Thank you.
Of Pixar.
Bless you.
Top tier, bless you. The highest
of Pixar films, just because I think when you add a musical element, it connects with you as a viewer at another level that you wouldn't have otherwise. And I think that's where the celebration really impressed me, whereas the trailers, I'm like, okay,
yeah, we're not
is
seeing any of that music in the trailers.
Yeah, and in fact, they're using canned music from other stuff.
Yes.
That may or may not be in the film. We'll see, I guess. And so I think, I mean, I'm actually a whole lot more excited for this than I was a month ago, just because of this thing in California Adventure.
One thing they hinted in this, and so go watch the trailer, and it's very, very quick, but they talk about a philosophical concept briefly that's like really deep called the second death, which is the idea that once no one says your name anymore, that's when you really die. That's the second death. And that's really, really deep stuff. And it's like, oh, that's the depth we're going in this movie.
I feel like that's the reason we can't necessarily gauge what we're going to get out of this movie from trailers alone, is because it's going to be so deep they can't go into it in trailers. So they're giving you kind of like the safe surface stuff, which isn't a whole lot. But they can't be like, hey, do you want really deep philosophical meanings of life and family and death and music and celebrations of culture? Like, you can't put all that in a trailer, really. So they're giving you the safe surface stuff that they can put in 2 minutes for a whole family.
It's also a Pixar trailer.
It's a
Pixar trailers
Very
are
true.
always weird. Okay, so I'm excited about the music for Coco. In fact, that's probably what's going to draw me in the most from the storytelling, is they're telling a story in a very effective way. Speaking of music, we're going to go a little bit long tonight because you wrote an article on 10 more unappreciated songs. And I'm just going to read through a couple of them that jumped out at me. You've got the Whistle Stop. That got a good answer. That's What Makes the World Go Round from
Second
Sword in the Stone.
reference
I'm
for
just
the
having a
evening.
hard
Yeah.
time with that movie tonight. And then I'm not going to read all of these just because I want people to go read it. And let's say On the Road from Goofy Movie.
Open
Those three.
Yes.
I'm always curious, what do people think should be added to the list of underappreciated songs? I mean, we actually talk about this every time you do these articles. It leads to quite a few discussions, and we go back and forth like, well, that one's not really underappreciated, or that one doesn't deserve to be appreciated.
There's a reason that one is underappreciated.
Well, I think, didn't you put one in that I was kind of like,
The
I
MU
don't
alma
know if
mater.
it was, the MU alma mater.
The on
I was kind of like,
But if you read my article, there's reasoning why.
yeah. And then there's one like Kevin's Light Hellfire that I actually think is a home run. Like that's an amazing piece of music. That
For anyone keeping tally, this is the second of top 10 lists that I've done, and a total of 3 songs have been mentioned directly from Hunchback of Notre Dame because it's the best. It's the best, and you can fight me, and you'll be wrong. Just want to put
I'm
that
not
out
gonna
there.
fight you.
Thank you.
that's a really good approach to building conversation.
Yeah, it's
on the internet.
fight me. That's yeah.
Okay.
But no, Hunchback is my favorite. I think it's the most underappreciated movie, and so Heaven's Light and Hellfire did make the list. And as I mentioned in the article, I didn't realize that those are considered the same song. Those are track listed as the exact same song, which adds whole tons of depth to it.
Yep. So one song as we close out that's not on your list. What would you say is another underappreciated song from the Disney canon? You can do Pixar too.
I'm going to pick one related because I almost picked this one as well. I put On the Open